everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I am going to be coming to you from my new apartment in Lisbon. I'm coming on to share 10 ways that I manifested this apartment. Basically, in the beginning of January, I put a photo on my vision board of what I imagined my dream apartment to be like in Lisbon. And basically, I'm going to go through how I did it, but in the end, we found and got our dream apartment. There were many obstacles in the way, and in a way, the odds were against us. But we're here, it's real, it's a reality, and I am gonna show you how we did it. And I want this video to be your sign that manifesting works. Believing that nothing is impossible will result in your dream life. So let's get to it. In today's video, going to basically break down 10 points that helped me on the journey to manifesting my dream apartment. I literally a week ago moved from Dublin, where I'm from, to Lisbon, and there's a whole video on why we did that and the journey towards this big shift in our lives. But this video in particular, I really thought important because I've been doing a lot of videos on manifestation, how to do it, how to break through the barriers of self-doubt, how to believe that you are worthy of your highest goals, your highest dreams and versions of yourself, or version of yourself. And I have kind of experienced a bit of a shift in the last few months, and basically manifestation has become such a massive part of my life, and this is proof. This is the proof of the pudding, and this is one of those moments where everything falls into place, and it's a pretty big sign from the universe to stay on the path. And I want to basically share these 10 points so that you can apply them to whatever it is that you're trying to work toward. And if you have a feeling that manifesting is for you, or you're ready to start your manifesting journey, I do have a 5-day challenge, or not really a challenge, a 5-day guide to starting manifesting, including how to create a vision board, how to create a 90-day letter, which is a massive part of my journey to finding my dream apartment and making it our home. So let's get into it. So I'm going to start with the major or most important thing for me anyway. So you have to know what the end goal looks like. So for me, my dream apartment in Lisbon was a little bit unclear on what area. I wasn't really quite sure because we know Lisbon, but not obviously to live in. We've only been here for weeks at a time. So basically aesthetic and space and how I wanted it to look and feel was the main priority for me. So what I did was, to get really specific, I went onto Google and I basically kind of described my dream apartment and found an apartment in Lisbon. Now this apartment was like a 4-bed, like absolutely beautiful, designed by Italian architects, like millions of euros. So obviously it was out of my reach, but it had the look, it had the feeling, and it gave me that gut feeling of that is eventually what I want to live in, and it was in Lisbon. So that photo was the photo I used for my vision board, number 1. So that photo went onto my vision board, which is where I do my meditation and all of my manifesting every morning. Secondly, I sent a photo or examples of the kind of apartments that I wanted to our real estate agent in Lisbon. So that basically got the ball rolling on putting it out into the universe. And these are all, every point that I will make, these 10 points, are signs that I am, or energy and signs that I am putting out into the universe, so that the universe knows what kind of wavelength to send back to me. So that was number 2, and that I sent those images were examples to our real estate agent. Point number 3, in my 90-day letter, I put the address of that dream apartment in my 90-day letter. If you don't know what a 90-day letter is, here I will link it. So just while editing the video there, I forgot to mention in that point, the 90-day letter, I thought it would be helpful to actually show you my 90-day letter, which I read every single day. And again, please do go and do this. It is so much fun and so easy to do. But I read this every single morning. And like I said, it has the address of the apartment, Largo do Carmo apartment, Lisbon, Portugal. In the second paragraph of my letter, I say, I can't believe you are finally living in Lisbon, which at the time, I wrote this in January, we weren't here yet and we didn't know when we were going to be moving. And the date on this is the 4th of April, 2022. So I was forecasting this reality and envisioning and describing exactly what I wanted my life to be like. So I can't believe you are finally living in Lisbon. Well done for visualizing your dream apartment with views of the city and making it a reality. So this was, I had found the image, but we hadn't found this apartment yet. Outside of this street, there are definitely Lisbon views. I think it was a great idea to go unfurnished so you can put your own touch on it. When we got this apartment, it was completely unfurnished. I love how spacious, light and modern it is with those paneled features on the white walls. You must be loving your new walk-in wardrobe and space to film your fun content. What an impact it has made on your work goals and following on Instagram/YouTube. So this word for word has come true, has become a reality. So be as descriptive as you can. And again, I described that in the 90-day letter. I will totally bring you through step by step how to do this. But I just wanted to hone in on that because I think reading those words every single day and imprinting that vision in my mind was such a huge part in creating the dream apartment into a reality. Number 4 is I showed up for the process fully. So basically what I did was in Idealista, which is a kind of an online property site where you can put in your criteria. And I put in my criteria with areas, with price limit, 2 bedrooms, bathrooms, whatever it is that we wanted, and I put that out there. Then things started to shift. So basically then the apartment of our dreams came up on Idealista. I got a notification. Firstly, actually, it was an email, an apartment which was in this building, but it wasn't this exact apartment. And it was absolutely stunning. It was white walls, bright, literally nearly everything I wanted in my from my vision board. And I got in touch with the real estate agent, and he immediately said, yes, it's still available, but we also have this one which is on a higher level, which meant more light and was way bigger. So the first one I think was 105 square meters. This was 130 square meter. 2 bedroom, 3 bathroom. And when I say it is a replica of the photo I had on my vision board, like I will show you here side by side the 2 photos or videos of what I had on my vision board, and you will see how basically from what I put out into the universe, that energy that I put out, the universe was able to know what I wanted and sent it to me. So moving on from that point, I found out that when the lease was starting, and I put that date in my diary as the day we were moving into our dream apartment in Lisbon. That is, I think we're on number 5 or 6. Next thing we did was when myself and Connor were talking about it, we would always reference it as being our home already. So this was super important, talking about it in the present tense. Following on from that, I also in my manifesting practice would visualize myself in the apartment, and this aligned my energy, my body, my thoughts with the reality of me living here. So you have to be able to see it in your mind for you to be able to hold it in your hands. So I want you to start that process of getting past the fear of it not happening and just visualizing yourself in your dream life. It is so important. And moving on to the next point, fear is such a big thing. And when I was talking about it in the present tense with my mom, and she was like, oh, but it's not a done deal yet. And I was like, oh, it is. Like, this is our home. And she was like, oh, Molly, I don't want you to be disappointed. And I was like, if we don't get this apartment, this is only a sign that there are apartments within our criteria. Our dream apartment is out there, because this has come across our path out of all the odds. Most apartments in Lisbon are tiny and pokey and old and don't have an elevator or all the things that we wanted. So the fact that this apartment exists means that there's another apartment out there similar. And this is just part of the journey. If we can show up for this apartment and create the opportunity that this apartment showed up for us, then we can do it again. So it's letting go of that grip while you still talk about it very much as if it's already happened. You're not doing that out of fear, you're not clinging, you're just putting that energy out there, but also letting go at the same time. And again, my second and last point is the fact that because I wasn't in a fear-based mindset, I was very open to sending our real estate or the realtor of this apartment a message saying, look, we really love the apartment. I know that there's loads of interest, but if you could please send this message on to the owner saying that we love the apartment and we'll really look after it like it's ours. He actually came back to me when everything was done and we had signed the lease, saying that that message had really been welcomed by the owners and that was part of the reason that they chose you. Little things like that, if you don't believe and if you're stuck in a space of unworthiness or that's not for us or it's too good to be true, you're not going to follow through with those little things. You're not going to keep showing up. So again, being in that clear energy mind space of being open to receiving is such a good and positive place to be. Lastly, to close it up, is that when you believe in something, you will do the work. So your beliefs basically are thoughts that you rethink. So when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. That's one of my favorite quotes. And I think definitely for us, simply believing that this was possible and showing up for the process and not giving up when things seemed a little bit hopeless. Like, there were definitely obstacles thrown at us when we were trying to get the apartment and seal the deal. There's loads of things in Portugal with tax numbers and massive down payments, which is a thing here in Portugal that we're not used to in Ireland. But all of these things we basically just saw as little things that we had to complete in order to show up again. So that basically is the story of how I manifested our dream apartment. And if you are somebody like me who was such a cynic when it came to these kind of things, who is someone who for so long didn't believe that big dreams and success and my dream life were the things that my daydreams were made up of were for me. I didn't think that I was worthy of them. If you're like me and that's the kind of person that you still are, if that's the kind of space and belief system you're still in, I really do hope that this video has inspired you to recognize that there's nothing special about me and there's nothing unique about what I did, or there was no magic trick or magic potion, no fairy godmother. It was literally just showing up for believing in the universe and believing in the energy that you put out is the energy you will receive back. If you want to start your manifesting journey, I really do encourage you to go to my 5-day challenge and start your journey toward creating your dream life. And who knows if it's your dream apartment, your dream house, your dream job that is on your list of things that you are too afraid to go for, but have a gut feeling that there's something more to your life than what you have been thus far believing, this is your sign to go and chase those dreams and to make them a reality. If I can do it, you can do it. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and I will be bringing you lots of fun videos and vlogs from Lisbon here and my dream apartment.